Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this very special episode of 110 Football. We have a lot to go over today. I'm Connor Kalopsis.
And I'm Jerry Reynoso. As you know, Major League Soccer suspended the season for 30 days amid the coronavirus pandemic.
And while we'll no longer be covering LAFC games through this temporary suspension, the 110 team will continue to bring weekly LAFC and MLS content.
That's right, Connor. And on this episode, we will be bringing you some of our top fives from the still early 2020 season.
And Jerry and I will make our individual picks for best LAFC moments of 2020 so far. This season is early, but there has been some amazing moments so far.
This is the 110 Football Top 5 show, and it starts right now.
It's kicking off in the world of football. From Boyle Heights to Koreatown, and all through the 110 corridor. An LAFC fan show by two of their biggest fans. This is where true fans come to get their LAFC fix. So rally your crew, settle in. It's time for 110 Football.
As you may know, the MLS took an unprecedented step of suspending its 2020 season for 30 days amid the further spreading of the coronavirus.
Yeah, and MLS also canceled the Generation Adidas Cup, a prestigious youth competition scheduled to run from April 4th to 11th in Frisco, Texas. There were 40 academies from 11 countries set to compete.
Yeah, and as a result, we obviously won't be bringing you any scores or highlights, but here's a reminder where teams are in the standings.
First, let's see where LAFC sit in the Western Conference.
And now the lesser but still important Eastern Conference.
Wow, it's pretty green here. What happened?
Well, Jerry, with all the parades and events canceled for St.Patty's Day, I felt like 110 Football could do our part to keep the holiday spirits alive. And our new sponsor could not agree more.
Okay, I guess it's now time for the St. Patty's Day MLS Spotlight, brought to you by Lucky Charms.
My favorite? The purple horseshoes.
My favorite are the pink cards.
What are Omar's favorite?
Omar likes the blue diamonds. Today, 110 celebrates Ireland, a country with many rich traditions and passions, including the beautiful game. Unfortunately, not too many Irish players are in the MLS, and none of LAFC.
One Irish player in the Eastern Conference we'd like to spotlight is Atlanta United's forward, Jake Mulroney. Correct? Mulroney? Yeah.
Something like that. Some Irish name.
An off-season international transfer who has played his entire career in England and Scotland.
Here are some of Jake Mulroney's highlights. And one LAFC conference rival made a move this offseason to bring one of Ireland's best young prospects to the MLS. Dublin's Aaron Molloy was selected 16th overall in the 2020 MLS draft by the Portland Timbers.
Prior to that, the midfielder had been playing at the collegiate level at Penn State, where he was named captain in his senior year.
Molloy has produced some amazing moments. Check it out.
You know, now that I think about it, LAFC did in fact have a player coming from Ireland. You may not know him, but his name is Jack Callahan. He was our second pick in the 2020 MLS Super Draft.
Yeah, although he wasn't signed to an MLS contract, here's his college highlights.
And now, it's time for the 2020 Concacaf Champions League update.
In addition to the MLS season being on hold, Concacaf suspended its Champions League effective immediately due to coronavirus.
This, of course, affects LAFC, who were set to play Cruz Azul at home last week and in Mexico City today.
We still don't know when these games may be rescheduled once the season resumes, but we will keep you updated weekly.
In the meantime, here are where teams stand in the quarterfinals of the 2020 Concacaf Champions League.
There have been many exciting moments throughout the Concacaf Champions League matches.
Here are the 110 picks for top 5 goals of the competition so far.
It's their 5th straight week of midweek matches. Tied there from distance, scores! What do you do to change it? Maybe you do that, all right? You can't go through them, you can't go around them, go over them. With authority in the back of the net.
Quickly headed away. So you just want to see the flight of the ball.
And the shot coming! Oh, what a strike! Club America, 10 minutes in. It's Leonardo Suarez.
Pizarro cuts it back over the chance and stopped by Johnson. Second opportunity. On and in.
Pago ronda para todos. Viene el centro.
He has to pull the space to the side and allow their center forward to work his magic.
Rossi, oh my goodness, he scored!
Of course, we have to stick with our favorites and go for the Carlos Vela and Diego Rossi goals against León. LAFC pulled off an amazing comeback after a 2-0 loss in the first leg. I mean, they needed to be near perfect to advance.
And they were. I mean, with that Vela brace and that chipped game winner from Diego giving LAFC the 3-2 aggregate win.
Yeah, but the 2020 MLS season also had some terrific goals after just 3 weeks of play.
Something tells me LAFC is sure to make our partial list a few times.
True that. So, here are our top 5 goals of the 2020 MLS season through week 3.
We'll end that throw without a fight and come back down. It's only as far as Hyndman. What a goal!
Oh, man.
Emerson Hyndman. Alanis whipping one in. Oh, wow! Goal San Jose!
Looks like he's lining up for a shot here.
It's the center back, Jacob Glesnes.
He's going
Who
for it.
is? Oh, my goal! What a goal! Jacob Glesnes. Collision behind the play. Rossi! What a game!
It's almost like a trademark Vela strike, but from the other side with the right foot.
Top of the area, Vela onto his left foot, chips it over the keeper, Robles it in! Oh, what a goal! And Vela goes for the chip and scores! Capitan Vela!
At the end of the remarkable 2019 season, LAFC had the best defense in the league in terms of goals allowed.
A lot of what LAFC does in terms of defending as a team is based off of Eddie Segura and Dejan Jakovic reading situations and the defensive approach that Coach Bob Bradley and his staff have formulated.
Defense will continue to be a big part in LAFC's success in 2020, but there have been some amazing, even historic moments by LAFC in just the first 3 regular season games.
And since we couldn't completely agree, we decided to put our individual picks in order. So without further ado, here are the top 5 LAFC moments in order from the 2020 season so far.
As Vela will swing in the free kick. Harvey's there! It's the opening goal for LAFC! First goal in 2 years for the 14-year veteran Jordan Harvey. Even he's not entirely sure it happened. Traffic flapping at a blessing. It was blocked. Segura goal! 3-0! It's Vela!
And Vela still, and Vela goes for the chip and scores!
I definitely agree with the historic Vela goal from the game against the Union, but I don't agree with where you placed it. So with even more ado,
Makes no sense.
here are my top 5 LAFC moments of 2020 in order.
LAFC loading up again. Rodriguez, one step further. Second ball, Vela there, it's in! Comes off of Kota. LAFC have a massive goal.
behind the play. Rossi! What a game!
Rossi down the line, ball in front. Vela's there. Vela scores. He's done it. Rossi. Oh my goodness, he scored!
Well, I can't say whose list was better since all the right moments were in there for sure.
Don't agree or have some suggestions of your own? Let us know what you, the fans, think are the top 5 LFC moments of the 2020 season so far.
And now, it's time for America's favorite game. Even though it's the first time we're doing it, 110 Football's Pass or Shoot. Brought to you by Lucky Charms. Now, here's Connor and Jerry.
Hey guys, welcome to the first 110 Couch game of the season. We will be doing more games and giveaways throughout the year, building some fun sets, and a 110 Football spinning wheel of prizes and challenges.
Yeah, Pass and Shoot will be an ongoing segment where Connor, myself, and our guests will do hot takes.
Jerry and I will decide if we want to pass,
disagree,
or shoot.
Agree.
To the statement and explain why.
Round 1.
LAFC's 2020 defense will perform better than the 2019 defense.
I'm gonna go with shoot on this one.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, last year's defense was fantastic. I mean, plus 40 goal differential.
Yeah.
But a lot of that goal differential came from our attack. You know, Carlos Vela and Diego Rossi, Diomande, all the guys producing many goals, and our defense did their part as well. But I don't think this year's offense can live to that hype as last year's. Our defense, I believe, this year is better than last year's.
Yeah.
And I don't think the offense will help out, in terms of goal differential.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people may say for LAFC, offense is our best defense. The more we can put it in the opposition's team half, the better our defense will be, and I do think that's true.
Yeah,
so we're saying shoot?
Shoot. Shoot's the one.
Shoot.
Round 2.
Kenneth Vermeer has a starting goalkeeper position locked up. Pass or shoot?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say pass. I'm gonna say pass.
All right.
I have a couple thoughts.
Go
Okay,
for
so
it.
first of all, I think that he has to prove himself in a couple more games to really prove his starting position. I think Pablo Cisniega also needs a little more game experience to get that experience, to get that starting goalkeeper quality in him. I think they're both really good goalkeepers, but I think Kenneth Vermeer does have the edge on him. Having been playing in an international experience, I mean, who are you going to take? A 30-year-old keeper who's been playing in a top division in Europe?
Yeah.
Or Pablo Cisniega, who's only played a couple U.S. Open Cup games for LAFC?
Yeah.
Although I believe that, I do think for Cisniega and Vermeer, I think they're going to really compete this season, and I don't think anyone's going to have the for sure #1 spot this year.
Yeah, but no matter what, it's a healthy competition.
Yeah, very healthy competition. So I'm going to say pass.
Final round.
LAFC will remain favorites to win MLS when the season comes back.
I'm gonna shock a couple people. I'm gonna give it a hard pass.
What?
Yeah, check it out. Listen, before you start yelling at me, hear me out, okay? All right. It's a hard pass because, 30 days off.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Minimum.
It's gonna take a while before it comes back. A lot of stuff going on in this world that we need to take care of before we go back to some football.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of teams are gonna be going back to work, and a lot of teams with new players will be given time to regain chemistry within each other. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna learn how to play proper football, especially with LAFC with Bob Bradley. I would love to give it to them, heavy favorites when they return, but they're not the only ones coming back, and they're not the only ones working either.
Yeah. Who knows? I think with MLS and the whole salary cap rule, a lot of teams are very even. I think there's no obvious favorites, although we want to say LAFC. Cool. But it's safe to say that this season is going to be good no matter what. So that's a pass. And that's very controversial.
Pass. Well, that was Pass and Shoot. Hope you guys enjoyed that segment as much as we like doing it. Thanks for tuning in to our special episode of 110 Football as usual. Join us next Wednesday for some more top 5s and more brand new segments.
Yes. Make sure you check us out on Instagram and Twitter at 110 Football TV. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For 110 Football, I'm Connor Kalopsis.
And I'm Jerry Reynoso. Thanks for watching, and
see you next time on the 110.
They're magically delicious.
LAFC will remain heavy fit. This isn't gonna be a big blooper reel this episode. I'm gonna get it. With all the parades and events canceled due to St. Patty's Day, sorry guys.
Hey.